Ziti has an interesting statistic regarding CHAN and, of course, the fixtures. Take it away, Ziti.
Yeah, I'll start with the fixture of the millionaires. Of course, the Kenyan team, Harambee Stars. Now they are the millionaires, the new millionaires in town. So let's start with the fixtures of Kenya. Of course, I'll just be telling you, of course, other games will be played, but I will just tell you the fixtures of the Kenyan team, that is Harambee Stars. Of course, on Thursday, we meet Angola. Angola, of course, went down against Morocco yesterday when they played at Nyayo. Of course, that will be on Thursday, 7 p.m. And then after Thursday, we have another game that is with Morocco, again, the winners of yesterday. On Sunday, that will be 3 p.m. Of course, at Kasarani again. And then on Sunday, 17th, we will be playing against Zambia, that is 3 p.m. Of course, our group have five teams, so we'll be playing more games than the groups that are in Zanzibar. And then let's talk about the other hosting country, that is Tanzania. Of course, Tanzania on Saturday they played with the Burkina Faso and beating Burkina Faso 2-0 at home. Of course, again, Mauritania versus Tanzania will be on Wednesday, that is 8 p.m. And then after that, Tanzania will play against Madagascar. That will be on Saturday 9th at 8 p.m. And then, of course, Central Africa will be playing with Tanzania on Saturday 16th. That will be at 8 p.m. All their matches will be 8 p.m. and Benjamin Mkapa Stadium. And then let's look at the third host who are they're playing their first match today. Of course, they will be hosting the third place. I don't know Mbona walipewa third place, but it's fine. So we are hosting the final. So Uganda, of course, they're starting their campaign today. They'll be starting their campaign against Algeria. And then after that, they play against Guinea. That will be on Friday 8th at 8 p.m. Of course, the match today will be at 8 p.m. of course. And then again, after that, after Guinea, they will play against Niger. Of course, in Uganda will be home. That will be on Monday 11th, 8 p.m. And then South Africa versus Uganda will be on Monday 18th at 8 p.m. All their matches will be at 8 p.m. So let's look at something else on how ties are broken in group stages. That is, if we have a team that have same points, everything is the same. So how are we going to break these ties in the group stages? And then if two teams are tied on with points, of course we'll look at a head-to-head results. That will be head-to-head results or goal differences in all group matches, total goals scored. That will be if the groups are tied in these three situations. Of course, we'll have even again. We'll look at the fair play. Of course, fair play that means that if now we have, of course, Harambee Stars have two yellow cards. But if a team has 2 yellow cards, we look at that when you're looking at how ties are being broken down. Of course, the yellow cards are being looked at. That is, if you have your 1 yellow card, you're being deducted 1 point. If you have 2 yellow cards that leads to red card, you're being deducted point tatu. And then if you have a direct red, of course, 4 points are being deducted from your points. And if you have a yellow plus a direct red card, 5 points are going to be deducted in your points. And that is how the group stages matches will be looked at if there is a tie in two teams in the group stage. And then let's look up to multiple teams. That is, if you have more than 3 ties in a group stages, we'll look at point in matches among the tied teams, and then the goals difference within those matches, that is the tied teams, and followed by the goals scored within those matches between the tied teams. So we'll look at that. And then if 2 teams still remains tied after these subset of analysis, that is the one that I've talked about. Of course, there's things that we'll look at, that is the system restart between the 2 teams using head-to-head. That will be, if still tied, go back to overall performance. Of course, we'll look at the goal difference, goal differences, goals scored, fair play points, and drawing drawing of a lot, that is kama wamedraw sana on a 1 point. So we'll look at that. Those are the things that will be looked at if we have a team that is at tied points or tied goals or tied in the group stages. That will be looked at so that the one team can proceed to the knockout stages. And then let's look at the quarterfinals, how, because at the end of it, in every group, it's the first and the second team that are proceeding to the next stage. So let's look at how it's going to be played. That in quarterfinals, of course, the winner in Group 1 will play a second team in Group B. Of course, winner in Group B will play a second team in Group A, and then winner in Group C will play a second team in Group D, and then winner in Group D will play a second team in Group C, and that is how the quarterfinals are going to be played in the coming after the group stages. So only 2 teams that the one that are proceeding in the quarterfinals. So you have all the teams have to work hard. Even the host teams have to work hard to be among the first or the second team to proceed in the quarterfinals. Back to you, Sila.
Thank you, Ziti, for breaking it down there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time, but in 30 seconds, whom do you think will win this tourney? I know it's still too early, but where do you put your money?
Swila, it's too early, and I can't wait to see those parodic moments from different teams. But I'll take my gap to North African teams.
North African teams?
Yeah.
Morocco or Algeria, are you putting the spot on any particular team?
No, I'll just take to
North Africa.
Yeah.
Jacob?
Of course, Kenya. Kenya is winning.
Kenya is winning.
Kenya is winning. If you know, I told Mkala on Saturday that if you tell me that after just 90 minutes you are going to give me 1 million Kenya shillings, and it's happening, there is no reason as to why I should not win that much. So all the way, Harambee Stars all the way. Please, let me make this passionate appeal, Swila, that you will go to the match tickets for Angola versus Kenya. We are seeing funny things there, especially for the ordinary tickets there. Kuna kitu mtu anaambiwa hapo, you can check. And we are appealing that please let the fans buy the tickets. Let the people who are holding make sure that this time around we can have Kasarani full, and we rally behind the boys.
Absolutely. Who is winning there?
Silo, my predictions are rarely wrong since I started coming here. Today, my predictions...
You're blowing your own trumpet.
My prediction is not going to be about the football game. My prediction is about the organizational setup. Kenya is winning. This is a dress rehearsal to the main event. It is a mini event to the main event. The main event is AFCON, which is bigger. We are going to make some few organizational mistakes, directions, and maybe some security, small security mishaps, but it's going to be a training ground for the main event in 2007.
So who is winning?
In football?
Yes,
let me watch out the matches at least this week. Okay. Then I'll be able to...
Is a little bit cautious. Zita, who is winning?
I am not going to put pressure on our boys, because even if we reach in the quarters, if we reach in the semis, we'll be like tumefanya.
It's not pressure, it's your team that is winning.
But again, at the end of it, I'm not, as I said, it's only one game that has been played. Even other matches haven't been played, so I'm not going to say who's winning. I will be saying this maybe when you're in the quarterfinals, who is going to win. But again, what I can say, let's support the team. Let's rally behind Harambee Stars, because the Harambee Stars are presenting us as a nation. Na kitu ingine ndasema tena, please, kama hauna tikiti, kaa nyumbani.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We are out of time, but of course, I'll cast my lot with Jacob is here. Remember when Ivory Coast lifted the AFCON?
Yes.
They were not very good. Riding luck or getting better with the tournament. Stars have won 3 points in the bag. The Palancas Negras, that's the Angola, must fall. Then Zambia must fall. We go to the quarters. So from quarters, the 12th man gonna push the Stars all the way.
You forgot Atlas Lions.
President Ruto will be there. The millions are there. These players must buy houses or parcels of land after this tournament. So go Stars, go. We are rallying behind you. To the fans, buy the ticket. Kama una, kaa nyumbani. Those holding it, please. These are football moments. Let the genuine football fans enjoy their moment. Don't hoard the ticket.
Yeah.
You want Nyayo full to the rafters, and so is Kasarani. So that's all from us. Our apologies today. The program has been a 1 hour segment, but we'll be back bigger next Monday. Keep it Sporty Monday, and of course Citizen TV, Ramogi TV, Inoro TV, all our 13 radio stations and Citizen Digital. We have you covered all the angles. So visit all our platforms to get the latest news regarding CHAN 2024. My name is Isaac Twila Tijan. Of course, we are because you are. See you, same place, same time.